I handled 2 weeks without Anna, my left arm, and didn't skip a beat. I had to find something that would track this, and this, and that over there, because I was expected to make sure that every person did their part in every one of those things, and I had no way to track it. I'm creating Slack channels and checklists, and there was just no concise way to track it, and I felt like I was constantly, oh crap, did I miss something? It was constantly on. There's even on vacation, because again, the person covering me doesn't know all of these little things that I'm waiting on, and so unless it's an email to them and an email to them and an email to them, well, how many emails can you really monitor while you're trying to cover someone else? So.
And that's a lot of stop and go for you. You would be in the middle of something and then something else took place and you had to stop what you were doing, go back to that, make sure that everybody was on track, and then you would go back to doing the things that only you can do.
Yeah.
Which was terrible for you.
Yeah. We were having a problem. We just weren't seeking help for it, other than, just with the LeadSimple little bit that they give you when you first onboard with them, with the 2 processes. I actually only got 1 process built during that time, and then I went ahead and tried to make a process by myself before meeting with you guys. So we actually did need the help, because we couldn't get any further in LeadSimple. I don't think we were prepared enough to excel to the point that we have now. We would not have been able to do the processes that we currently do and continue to add on to without the instruction that we got from you guys.
I think I did 2 meetings with April and the LeadSimple rep, and I felt like a fish out of water. I felt like I had no idea what anybody was talking about, and it was like using a cell phone for the first time. I was just very confused. And then when BlackSheep started on, it felt like I was starting an entire class. Like every single week was a new lesson. Every single week was either you learn how to do something, or you're improving on the skills that you already learned from in LeadSimple. Like what April said, I have no idea how long it would have taken us to trial and error all these processes without BlackSheep. It's impossible to even think about. And I mean that sincerely. We would not be where we are right now without those 3 months.
Well, for example, we had an issue. Our leasing agent, we knew going into training with you guys, at the end of it, we were going to let our leasing agent go because she was just not performing. But it was a great example of trying to keep someone accountable and make them do their steps. And so we created a checklist on a Slack canvas. And for each move-in that she had to check the box that she completed the task. So you'd have to recreate a new canvas each time you had a new move-in. And even then, there's plenty of error in the fact, or lack of attention to detail. Slack was really our try to work around and watch everything.
There are also different features in Propertyware that gave basic tracking, but it's not as simple as you would think. The person who was tracking those things in Propertyware would need to have processes outside of the reports that they were receiving.
There's more accountability now because someone else is waiting on that process, and if you didn't do your job, that person's going to come chirping at you. For me, I can just go in there and say that this one is off track or that one is off track. They're all there together. So the accountability for me to be able to watch it and catch it where it's dragging, who may be dragging. I can see who's, not performing overall versus, the ones that are excelling.
Previously, we would ask Jennifer, anybody else, did you do this? Did you do this? What was the response? There are so many times that we ask what was the response, but now that's either accounted for in the JMAX employee answering question in the process, or at the actual email from the resident and that person who is handling that process is in there. So right there, you can see the accountability. You don't even have to go look, you don't have to go seek it from your coworker. You can see it right there. Before BlackSheep, we didn't have, I wouldn't know where to look for that. I would know that you can ask a question that says, is this done in the actual process? I didn't even think that was an option, There's something to be said about someone holding your hand and building the process with you. While they're building the process with you, they can teach you what you want to ask, what you want to look for, and what you want that process to do for you. When you do that, now going forward, April makes the processes, but the accountability feature is always in the back of our head saying, why do we want to ask this? What is the goal of us asking this? What is the goal of us checking this off? And it's 9 times out of 10, it's because someone needs to know that someone did this.
There's a better flow, I can tell you that. People or coworkers don't feel as lost, so things flow better. We just work together better because we're not scrambling. Did this person do it? Hey, can you check with him? And so there's just a better flow of things, which makes more people more efficient. The more efficient you are, the more time you have not to be slammed and scrambling through 30 emails trying to answer 5 people about the same thing.
There's also a really interesting thing to see now is I wouldn't say anybody in our company slacks off or delays or anything like that. I think everybody tries to get all of their work done in the appropriate amount of time. And now that there's a process in place and everybody knows, the next step is this person. I need to get this done so this person gets it, and everybody can see it in real time. It's almost like a spotlight on you. When I see something that I need to do, because the next step is April having to do something with my work already being done there in the process, if someone's waiting on me, I gotta go, I gotta do it. I can't leave that for the next business day. Someone is actively waiting for it. It changes the speed at which someone does something, because now it's not just an email that's waiting for you to be answered, that you could take a business day. That's okay. That's pretty standard. But now it's, something that's actively happening that April needs it. You can do it today, so you might as well do it today. And I think a lot of other people feel that way, which just cranks up the efficiency. And you can see it. You can actually see everything playing out in a big picture. Because we've been doing these processes for a pretty long time. Now it's just somewhere where every single step is visible. Previously, it was in an email here, it was in Propertyware here, it was in Meld here. But now the urgency is cranked up, which is lovely, and I don't think it's more stress-inducing. If anything, it calms me down knowing that everything's chugging along, which you would think that it would be the opposite, that the stress or the anxiety levels goes up, but it doesn't.
They find it reassuring that all of their tasks are there so that they've got a reminder. It's not so much of a urgency to do it, but more of a, hey, I need to do this. This is here for me. Without them even thinking about it, they just do it because it says, hey, you're supposed to do this.
Caitlin would say the same thing, our inspector. Her tasks were so insane in her calendar previously. Now every single task that she has in LeadSimple, I think really calms her down. I feel a lot less afraid. I think whenever we added 20 units here, 30 units there, 15 units for this owner that has a huge portfolio, we're gonna slam it in 2 weeks. I feel a lot more calm about things like that now that we have different processes to be able to track all of those. Before, it was an Excel spreadsheet, an email, and then Propertyware. And then it would be 5 different emails every single day to this person, this person, this person. I feel a lot more relaxed about potential growth, knowing that there's a calm and a detailed way to do it.
I don't know so much about growth, but more advancement for myself, Steve, and Anna. Anna and I are still taking on new tasks, new roles, as Steve wants to step away a little bit and I'm just the boss looking at reports each month. I'm not involved in day-to-day processes. And eventually the thought is that I get more and more removed, and so does Anna. And I can see that happening with what we've built and what we continue to build. We can bring on RTMs and they can run this day-to-day stuff because we have built it. It's just task. It's just a task to complete. The amount that I learned, the amount that they helped, I can't give it enough praise. We were so excited every week. Like I didn't even want to, I told Steve my dream job now is to build. I said, let me just be your Black Sheep person. Give my job to someone else. I absolutely love doing it on the back end. So that's aside from for the business. I absolutely fell in love with building. But as far as meeting with you guys, every single week, I was just something new. Something I was, oh, that makes sense now. Or, we would, I don't know, we just learned so much.
I was surprised to know how much I didn't know about it before. The best part is, April and I said at the very beginning, if it works better in the way that you've seen it, we would love to know and to implement it. We've been doing it this way because it works. And so a lot of the times we would tell them what we were doing, and they would so politely look at us and say, oh no, you don't have to do that anymore. Look at this. And it would save us 3 tasks. It was amazing.
And I will say they also taught us to really look at all of the things that we were doing instead of trying to encompass it as, a turnover is from the time a tenant moves or gives notice to the time it gets re-rented. It's not. Those are all separate things, and I think that was something that was causing me a lot of stress, is I'm trying to encompass the whole complete turnover that was actually the move out, the turn, the marketing, the move in, and the new lease. So it really taught me how to compartmentalize those things and know, well, I don't have to worry about that. It doesn't matter because we're not even there yet. I think it progresses us to where we want to be in 6 months to a year from now and continue to grow. We may even add more properties on. With this in place, I don't know that we've hit our cap where we thought we did before.
Jump in, do it. You're going to save yourself a lot of time. There's a lot of great things. Since you all work with different property management companies, there are different things that you guys learn about how different property managers are doing things that you could also implement in your business that you just had no idea that people were doing. I think that happened a couple of times with us. That was really helpful. It helped efficiency, the all-around mood of the office, and it helped me relax.
I was down, 2 employees for 2 weeks. And while being in the seat that I am in, which is Director of Property Management, I handled 2 weeks without Anna, my left arm, and didn't skip a beat. Like, I rented units because she's our acting leasing agent right now, as Director of Operations. So I fulfilled both of those roles and my role, excelled at both of them. There was not really undue stress on me. It was busy, but there was not stress of, oh gosh, did I miss something? So if you want to be able to, cover when someone's out, you want to be able to handle multiple things at one time with one person, this is your go-to.